Okay, good morning, everybody. You're welcome to the very first of this series of masterclasses, uh, where we will have distinguished speakers, distinguished trainers who will be sharing their knowledge, their expertise with all of us women as we go on this journey of building startups and building businesses that would make impact in the world. Today we have Mr. Patrick. He's a professional of professionals, renowned all over Nigeria, and we're so glad to have him. So, Mr. Patrick, please, you have the floor.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. My pleasure. You can hear me all right?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Okay, so thanks for the opportunity. And I want to say thank you to all the women who are here, who are really building businesses, startups, SMEs, MSMEs, and multinationals. They are all coming out from this wonderful women here.
We agree.
Okay, so today's topic, we're going to look at how you are going to build a sustainable business operation using this Sigma, which is a continuous improvement strategy for all our African women, all our African queens. You who are really great in everything that you do, including in entrepreneurship. So want to lend a voice to what you are already doing, and then so that we can bring about continuous improvement into it. So this is a bit about me. I'm a process improvement expert. I have Lean Six Sigma Black Belts, and I'm an accredited training associate for International Association for Six Sigma Certification, IASSC. I have over 25 years in business process management, improvement professional, as I said earlier, project monitoring, also a lecturer. I've made significant contribution to Nigerian academic and business landscapes by helping organizations and individuals to implement strategies leading turnaround efforts. Okay, I'm also a PhD holder in economics. So that's just a bit about me. So what we'll cover today, we're going to look at the business operations on the fundamentals that with each practical steps to build operations, efficiency and bottom line strategies, implementing guidance. So under our business operations fundamentals, we're going to understand the core principles and their impact on your business growth. That will make you to understand that operations is actually the lifeline, the blood of what happens within your organization to do every day. You're waking up, everybody's waking up every day to resume at work in operations. And that operation is being run by processes. There are different things that you do to bring about the product Y or the service Y, which is the output that the external customer wants from you. And that's the essence of even establishing the business in the first place. So practical steps, we are going to look at how documenting processes, setting goals and establishing roles. Then efficiency, we are looking at eliminating waste, leveraging automation, because these days we are talking about automation, AI and all that, and tracking your KPI, you know? So why are we talking about automation and also process improvement? Why? Because you cannot automate a bad process. Implementing guidance, real-world case studies you're going to see. So let's engage your business challenges. Can you tell me what was your biggest challenge in managing your business operations today? Is it time management, prioritization, team coordination and delegation, scaling processes, limited resources. So many will tell me that they don't have the resources. Yeah, then standardizing icons. Standardizing inconsistent workflows. Your workflows, how standardizes it, all that. So, can you tell me?
Okay, in the chat, Kemi says time management. Adiza says workflows. For me, I think it would be number 3, the one with limited resources.
Limited
Scaling
resources.
processes, very important. And I know it's important, but how to get it done.
Okay, so that's good. A whole lot of this, every one of this that was itemized can be a very big problem for businesses, more especially SMEs, all that. And that's what we battle with every day. So as we go along with our training, we will know how to manage and solve some of these problems and then optimize our businesses. So which area would you most like to improve for scaling your business? Is it the systems and processes? Is it operational efficiency or profitability and revenue? So raise your hand or you can give us, just do the same chatting.
Okay, profitability. Then somebody said money. Oh, so number 4.
Profitability is still the money.
Oh.
And if every one of them will still lead to money not being there.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to see how that will be solved. The power of business systems. This is the quote I have for you. Strong business systems are the invisible leverage that transform daily effort into scalable growth and sustainable success. So what are business operations? Because we're here to talk about business operations and how to optimize it. So the sets of daily activities, processes, and systems that keep your business running smoothly and delivering value to customers is operations, is your business operation. So every day that breaks, what do we do? People in finance in the organization, everybody will wake up. The people in operations will wake up. The people in technical will wake up. Everybody converges to the workplace and goes to their different departments that you've created. What are they doing? They're doing business operations. And everything is geared towards coming out with a product or a service. And each of the things that you do have what you do, the daily little activities and processes that goes into it. So why do they matter? For African startups and SMEs, strong operations transform limited resources into consistent results. You know, somebody said money. So we're looking at that money, how we are going to have strong operations, how we're going to transform that limited resources into consistent results and create the foundation for sustainable growth. So key components will be documented processes. You have it documented, all that you do every day, clear rules, efficient resource use, quality control, and continuous improvement system. Because we don't get it right at the first time or every time, there must be something that we must continuously improve upon. If you look at the left here, I'm talking about purchasing process and all that goes around it, but we're not going to look at that now. So introduction to Lean Six Sigma. What is actually Lean Six Sigma? Lean Six Sigma is a methodology that combines two methodologies. There are two. One is Lean, another one is Six Sigma. So Lean focuses on removing waste or non-utilized non-value added activities, NVAs. That's things that is not needed, something that is not of value to your customer, whether internal or external. So that is what Lean focuses on, to remove that from your processes, your daily business operations. And then Six Sigma reduces what? Variation. It also reduces error, defects from your operations to improve your business processes. So adopted for small business needs. So when you adopt these key principles for your businesses, focus on customer value. Main focus will be on what? Focusing on customer value. Identify what your customers truly value. That's why when you understand what your customer truly value, you will know the one that is a waste that he doesn't care for, or he doesn't care whether it's there. There are things that we are doing in our business that the customer doesn't really need. So, and it's taking away resources from us. And those resources, what are the resources? We have financial resources, human resources, material resources, time. So we need to make sure that we zero our focus in such a way that we can operate with zero waste and zero defects. So eliminate waste, remove activities that don't add value at all. Then what else? Make data, standardize your processes, create consistency in your operations. What do we mean by eliminating variation? We don't want to we don't want a situation where you are going to produce something today, what you promise to your customer that you're going to give him of value, of this value. You are not meeting up with it. Sometimes you meet up with it. Sometimes in a pack of a product, let's say a dozen, you have variation, different colors. Let's say you promise that you're going to give red as the product, and the red is not the actual red that you sent to you promise your customers. Is close to red, is a bit yellowish and all that. That will not cut it for your business. So standardization is very, very key. You are promising people for a liquid 75 cl liquid content of your product, and when they get it, they are getting 70 cl, they are getting 60 cl. Sometimes they get the 75 cl. That's variation. We want you to standardize your process so that it will be consistent. Create consistency in your operations. So make data-driven decisions, even with limited resources that you have. So benefits for you, practical tools to maximize limited resources, improve quality, and create sustainable growth without large investment. That's what Lean Six Sigma will do for you. And for you to practice to implement Lean Six Sigma in your operations, we'll go through the 5 phases that we have that we call the DMAIC roadmap. And DMAIC stands for define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. There are so many things that we do there. There are tools and techniques that we use to remove a lot of issues from your organization. Forget the jargon of the DMAIC. The one we go as we go along now, we're going to show you the little things that you do that you can easily do and get your business, at least you optimize it to a level and have it as a culture. So business operations, we must understand, you must have clear processes. So business process modeling. What are clear processes, if we may say? Documented, step-by-step workflow that define how key activities in your business should be performed consistently. The word consistently is underlined. You must underline it because we want consistency. We don't want to get it right today and get it wrong tomorrow. There is this fast food in Africa, Nigeria. I think it was one of the first that came into play and built the appetite of Nigerians in the area of fast food. What's the name? Can anybody tell me? If you're Nigerian,
Is it Mr. Biggs?
you said it. Mr. Biggs, where is it now?
It's nowhere to be found.
Why is it not nowhere to be found?
Maybe they didn't have business processes. Precious, what do you think?
Okay, so that is a practical example of not managing your business processes well and quality. I was talking about consistency. That's why I remembered that, so that you have eaten their food and they built your appetite and your taste bud in such a way that at the end of the day, there's this other fast food that really kicked them out of markets. Anywhere they exist, either they come to the front or they come opposite, adjacent or beside, and they don't rent. What they were doing, they were building just beside them. Mama Cast, is that not their name? Auntie Ajobi. So they were just doing that. So when people come to Mr. Biggs, you buy chicken and they promised us that they will give us very lovely chicken, tasty chicken that is good. You buy it with your money. The first bite, all you can see is blood, and it's happening all over the branches in the country. So what happened? People now started moving to other fast food who whose quality, they are consistent in their quality. They are consistent in their service. Do you understand? So that's what should be done. And you can see that it's documented step-by-step workflow that define how key activities in your business should be performed consistently. Now, have you ever asked yourself how McDonald's is working? Why is it that their brand, their different outlets, franchise, they are doing well? They are all doing well because there is a process. This documented step-by-step workflow is given to each and handed down to every franchise. You must keep today quality. In your own business as an African business, you must have processes and you must keep to it. So what are the benefits for your business? Consistency in products and your service delivery must be key. Easier training for new team members or even people who are going to work for you or the franchise. Reduce error and quality issues. Foundation for growth and scaling. So key insight here is businesses with documented processes grow 2 to 3 times faster than those relying on tribal knowledge alone. So how to document your processes? Number one, identify key processes. Start with the most critical processes that impacts their customer's experience or their revenue, e.g., for example, order fulfillment, customer onboarding. 2, map the current flow. What is the current flow? You know that what we are trying to create as a business, what we're trying to do in building excellence into our business is that we want to create flow. We want to make sure that every customer that walks in will be able to access whatever he or she wants without wasted cycle time, without delays, without getting stuck in the flow. So their flow should, their business flow, the whole thing must flow for your customer to get in and get what they intend to do as quickly as possible. So you map the current flow. So anywhere you have revisit, restarts, review, there's a waste there. And that means you are going to spend more time, more resources, and you are going to waste the customer's time. We don't want that. So draw a simple flow chart showing each step, decision points, and who is responsible. Use paper first before going for digital tools. Excuse me. So if you don't know your processes, if you don't know what goes into each and everything, every step that you do take to come out with your product or your service, and when we say if you don't know, not just only the CEO, it must be top down from your CEO, you as the owner of the business, down to everyone that is working for you. They should know what goes into the process. If they understand that, if all of you, if it is clear enough, that means we'll be able to find out where there is a problem. Once there is a problem, we can easily solve it. So document details for each step. Note the inputs needed, action taken, outputs created, and time typically required. So you should know what is of value and what is of not value by when you document all this. Then test and refine. Have someone unfamiliar with the process follow your documentations to identify gaps or clear instructions, because we must make sure that we have professional or operational definition here so that people that comes into your system can easily be able to go through it without any ambiguity. So practical tips: use your smartphone to record videos or processes in action. So you are collecting baseline data. You are looking at your processes as it is. Okay. So processes in action when written documentation is challenging. This works well for craft-based or other kind of business. So setting measurable goals, clear measurable goals aligns your team's efforts with your business vision and creates a foundation for operational excellence. So it must be SMART goals, have a SMART goal framework. It should be specific, targets a precise area of improvement. You are not going to improve everything at the same time. So you target a specific aspect and improve on it. When you are done with that, you can move to the next. Measurable, quantify progress with numbers. Achievable, realistic with your resources. Then relevant, align with business vision. Time bound, sets a clear deadline. Example, operational goals, reduce order processing time from 2 days to 1 day by end of the quarter. Then decrease inventory cost by 15% within 6 months. So implements 3 process improvement that save 5 to plus hour weekly by the year end. So these are things that you can come up with. So DMAIC is a 5-step methodology I've said before: define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. So simple tools and technology. You can use project management like Trello, Asana, financial management, Wave, Excel sheets, customer management, Hotspot CRM, or WhatsApp can easily do that for you, and then you can automate. So establishing roles and responsibilities. Why does it matter? So clear rules eliminate confusion, reduce overlap, and ensure critical tasks are always covered in your business operations. Because if you do not establish these rules and responsibilities, people will
Hello, Precious, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I think it's Mr.
visit. So your doctor's visit, you go for a doctor's visit, and you ask a doctor, I have a headache. The doctor pulls out his drawer and gives you a painkiller. You go back home the next day, the same thing keeps on happening. You still the headache persisted. You come back to the same doctor. The doctor didn't ask you anything. He gives you painkiller again. Will you go there again?
Not at all.
Will you go to the doctor?
Oh.
So what normally do doctors do? Once you meet them, they will start asking you, when did you sleep last night? What kind of job do you do? Are you having stomach pain? Are you having this? Are you feeling this? You only complain of headache. What the doctor is trying to do is to drill down to the root cause of the problem so that when it's solved for good. So in continuous improvement effort, we also make sure that we solve problem for good and drill down to the root cause of the problem. So prioritizing customer experience, why is critical? Customer experience is the foundation of sustainable business and growth. Remember, we want to build a sustainable business. When integrated into your operations, it becomes a powerful competitive advantage. So integration strategies map customers' journey to identify critical touch points in your operation so that you don't, in your designs and everything you do, you now know that you're building it for the customer. You know, you must solve problems from the customer's point of view. How is he seeing it? How is she seeing it? How difficult is it for the customer to have access to our product or even to what we do? Collect feedback systematically and use it to refine your processes. Define customer success metrics for each operational area. Is not everything that you do at the same time. So each of them will have its operations. Reward team members who champion customer-centric improvements. So key insights here, businesses that integrate customer experience into their operations see 1.5% 1.5 times higher customer retention rates than and 1.9 x higher average order value. So what do we mean by this? We said business that integrates customer experience because you are designing based on the customer's experience. You are making your products and services based on the customer's experience. So you have more, your operations, you will see higher customer retention. So the DMAIC framework, which is the Six Sigma, is a powerful structured approach from Six Sigma that helps solve business problems systematically. So here is how to apply it in your small business. We have the define clearly. Here you clearly identify the problem, the goal, and customer requirements. Under the measure phase, you collect data to establish a baseline and quantify the issue. When we say baseline, we are talking of as is, what is happening at the moment before your process improvement. Then analyze, identify root causes of problems using the data collected. Then improve. This is where you develop tests and implement solutions to address root causes. Control. This is where you establish standards to maintain the improvements over time so that you can be maintained. So small business tips, start with one simple process improvement project using DMAIC to build confidence before tackling larger operational challenges. So it's one at a time. Just look for the low-hanging fruit, the simple ones that you can easily do that can still give you a return on investment. So clarify your challenge. Under the define, this is where you clearly identify the business problem or the opportunity and set the foundation for your improvement projects. Key activities that you do here is identify the problem, the needs solving, solving, for example, long customer wait times, high product defect rates, then define project scope, what's included and what's not in your improvement effort. Then set clear goals for what success looks like, use specific numbers when possible, then identify stakeholders who will be affected by or need to support the changes. So for you, start with problems that directly impact your customers or your bottom line. Focus on one specific issue rather than trying to fix everything at once. The measure phase, this is simply where you are simple approaches to measuring and collecting data about your business processes without complex system. So why do we come here? So start with manual tracking before investing in software. Even a simple tally sheet can reveal valuable insights about your business operations. So here you are collecting data. Under the analyze phase, you find the root causes. Techniques for analyzing business data to identify the root causes of problems rather than just treating symptoms. I talked about that before. So there's one of the simplest tools that even our children who are from 3 years to 7 years that uses it very well. They ask why. Mommy, why did you come back late today? Because there was traffic on the road. This child plays a little and comes back again. Mommy, well, why was there traffic? You said because there was an accident on the road. This child plays again and comes back again. Why was there an accident? You said because it rained today. Excuse me. So sometimes this child might be asking questions that you don't want to answer almost getting to the root cause or to the answer of the thing, and you don't want your child to know. You just say, you this stubborn child, please go away. So that's a simple 5 why technique. And it can be also applied in your businesses. We use it to apply to drill down to the root cause of a problem or different things. We also do process mapping, fishbone diagram, which is the cause and effect diagram, works hand in hand with the 5X Pareto analysis, which is the 80-20 rule, where you're now looking at the critical X's that is causing the problem to solve them and have a maximum output. So these are so many things that we'll do as we go along in future. You can always consult us and we'll be able to teach you and your team or even come into your organization and do a process audit, to understand how to solve and optimize your processes so that you can have a sustainable business without spending much money. So involve your team in the analysis process. Those closest to the work often have the best insights into what's causing the problem. So those who are working in the process area must be part of it. Improve phase. The improved phase is where you develop and implement effective solutions to address the root causes identified in your analysis. So generate multiple solution tests on small scale, involve your team, measure. So for African women entrepreneurs with limited resources, focus on low cost, high impact solution first. Look for changes that require minimal investment, but deliver significant operational improvement, as I said earlier. Then control phase, this is where you sustain your improvement. The control phase ensures that your improvements become permanent through standardization and monitoring system. So document new procedures, establish monitoring system, train your team, schedule regular reviews. So create visual reminders in your work space to reinforce new procedures until they become habits. You remember that we want this to be a culture. So eliminating waste in your businesses, we say lean principle is waste is any activity that consumes resources but doesn't create value for your customers. So eliminating waste is key to improving efficiency and profitability. So for the 8 ways that we have, we'll call it downtime. We use the acronym downtime, which stands for defect of our production, waste of non-utilized talent, waste of waiting, waste of transportation, inventory, motion, extra processing, and all that. So practical elimination, map your processes to identify bottlenecks and unnecessary steps that is not needed. Organize your workspace using 5X. You will see what 5X is. It's uh, what you use to organize your workspace so that you can easily see where things are so that there won't be any standardization issue. Implement just-in-time inventory. We don't want you to carry on with a lot of inventory because inventory ties up money, it ties up resources, and you don't want that. So just-in-time purchases is always very good. Having a push system most times is also good so that when they now, I mean, a pull system where if somebody needs something, they order for it, you now start producing and all that so that you don't tie up the resources that you don't have. Leveraging automation. I always tell people here to be careful with automation, which is very, very key and very good. Automation is good so that it can help you help small businesses handle repetitive tasks efficiently, freeing up valuable time for good focus activities. But before you go in for your automation, please make sure that you must have done process improvements so that you won't be garbage in and garbage out. Don't automate bad processes. So begin with one automation that addresses your most time consuming repetitive tasks. Measure the time saved and reinvest it in strategic activities. Also improve communication channels. Effective communication channel is the backbone of efficient operations. Clear channels ensure information flows smoothly, decisions are made quickly, and teams stay aligned. So these are the key communication strategies, structure your channels, and all this see. So tracking key performance indicators, KPIs. So KPIs help you to measure what matters most in your business operations and make data-driven decisions to optimize resources and performance. So these are essential KPIs for small businesses: financial KPI, customer KPI, operational KPI. So effective tracking practices: start small, set clear targets, create visual dashboards, review regularly, and all that. Supplier and inventory management. So effective supplier relationships and inventory management are critical for optimizing cash flow and ensuring smooth operations in your business. So supplier negotiation strategies, build relationships, develop personal connection with key suppliers beyond transactions, okay? Negotiate payment terms, request extended payment periods, net 30 to all that. I was talking with some people in aviation, that was last week. There's a key practice that the aviation industry does that is interesting. It's called hedging. Hedging. You know that when it comes to fuel management, fuel is volatile, and aviation fuel is always either going up or I don't know. So if you don't know how to manage it well, you see aviation, your operations go down. So some of them will do hedging. This hedging is a situation where, let's say the price of the aviation fuel is 1,200 now, but this organization will go to an oil company and say, okay, the price is 1,200, but I'm going to pay you 1,500 for the next 3 years. I'm paying ahead of time, but we'll peg it at 1,500. So if price changes to 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, it has nothing to do with the aviation and the airline. All they know is that they have a steady supply of fuel. So why am I saying the supply negotiation strategy? You must find a way. Inventory management techniques, ABC analysis. So categorize inventory by importance, high value, medium value, low value, and all that. Even in your stock management, you should also know how to measure know your stock. Understand what FIFO is, first in, first out strategy, so that you won't be having stock that will expire. So team empowerment for decision making, empowering your team to make decisions, creates more responsive business operations and free you to focus on strategic growth. You must have a good team that can really work and empower them. So define decision boundaries, build decision-making skills, create psychological safety, share business context. So when you empower your team to make decisions, you multiply your business's ability to record to overcome challenges and cope. So here you can see this process improvement effort has been done by Zuri's Textile. So it's a textile manufacturer in Nairobi, Kenya. What was their challenge? Long production cycle, 21 days from order to delivery. So causing customer dissatisfaction and limiting business growth potential. So when we now apply the Lean Six Sigma approach, you now have a DMAIC framework to map the production process, identify bottlenecks, and implement standardized workflows, clear handles between production stages. They look at the results. The result, they now have reduced production cycle from 21 days that was the baseline before to 12 days. So that's a good improvement. Increase monthly order capacity by 40%, improve customer satisfaction and referral rates, then reduce material waste by 25%. So we must clap for Zuri's Textile. They've done a good work. Then the second one is Amara's Fresh Foods. Here, food processing and distribution business in Lagos, Nigeria. Their challenge is inconsistent quality control and high spoilage rate. They had 18% into new markets. So oppress quality control processes, optimize cold chain management, and train staff on lean principles to eliminate waste in the production and distribution system. So here, the result became reduced product spoilage from 18% to 5%, increased profit margins by 22%, expanded distribution to 3 new regional markets, then created 12 new jobs within 8 months of implementation. So you can see how Lean Six Sigma operational excellence can really help you. So you can always get in touch with me so that we can train you, train your team. We can also consult for you so that you'll be able to optimize your processes, because there's nothing better than having an improved business, you know. So it's much cheaper to go this way than adding more money to the business, which will still have to be affected. So it's better we'll start doing things and get them right first time. So your implementation roadmap, a step-by-step guide to implement Lean Six Sigma principles in your business. Start small, select one process, document current state, gather data, analyze, implement improvements. So our key takeaway here is, as you implement these strategies in your business, remember these essential principles. Strong foundation enables growth. Efficiency drives profitability. Then continuous improvement essentials. Business operations are never finished, okay? Commit to ongoing evaluation and refinement as your business evolves. So the most successful entrepreneurs don't just work in their business. They do what? They work on their business. So thank you. Now is your opportunity to ask questions about implementing Lean Six Sigma principles and improving your business operations. So I want to, what specific operational challenge is most pressing in your business right now? So you can always get in touch with us, which Lean Six Sigma concept. So there's many concepts that will also let you have. What's one process improvement you plan to implement in the next 30 days? So we'll have minutes for questions. We don't have up to 15 minutes, but just bear in mind, you can ask a few questions and then we'll now take it up from there.
Thank you so much, Mr. Patrick.
Thank you.
We will also share the contact details here with the team.
Okay, good.
Yes. So, any questions? Let's just 1 minute. Feel free to type in the chat if you have a question. Okay. Femi, what kind of business do you do? Okay, so the question here is, what key metrics should I be monitoring to know if processes are working?
Okay. So normally when we are looking at our metrics, we you know that first of all, I don't know whether if you've been able to implement anything at all. But when you look at the drivers of your business, you will notice if the cycle time for the delivery that you or the cycle time for you to deliver on a certain product or a service to your customer as you promise, whether you're meeting up with it. Quality is another one. Are you meeting up with the quality that you've, just as I said earlier, you promise that you're giving 75 CL and you're having a lot of variation and or quality issues. Customers you are having a lot of returns on your product. You're having defects and all that. So these are things that when you see them, you know whether your business is running on whether you're having a process issue. So each and every complaint from your customer, each and every return of product or repeat of your service. I mean, a customer is not satisfied. These are things that will let you know whether you're doing well or not. And you also have to measure whether, not that you are actually meeting up with the time that you give to your customer. Like in some cases, let's say you are producing pizza and you are giving them the promise that within 2 hours, wherever you are in a particular region of where you stay, that you get your pizza order. If you meet up with that pizza order for maybe 1 month, you can as well go ahead and, because what we call it is continuous improvement. you can go ahead and say, okay, we'll now bring it down to 1 hour, to 30 minutes and all that. That's why you can see Amazon is doing very well with their logistics. They have different process improvement that they've done in such a way that they now have delivery that they said is either 4 hours or something like that. So these are things that you must always check to know whether your business is delivering whether it's doing right or not.
Okay, thank you very much. There's another question here. Interesting conversation. If a business owner doesn't have a dashboard, where can someone start from for a service-based coaching business?
For now, there must be a starting point. The starting point, something must start one day. Because I don't expect, we don't always expect that any business will have anything that they are doing, even though you might think that you do well. I can't say that all doing well. But when it comes to process improvement, there are things that we can do. It can be as little as doing workplace organization. That's organizing your workspace. You know, that can lead to you seeing things that are not well placed. And with that, you can start improving on what things that can do well. And as a coach, um, what what is your delivery? What time have you promised your customers for maybe a coaching period or something that you intend to do for them all this while? You can as well find a way to continuously improve on the timing, improve on your coaching. So there's a lot. First of all, is for you to look at your processes, understand your processes. Each and everything that you do have a process. It has, you must do X1, X2, X3, X4, X5 to now give you the service that you rent, that you give out to your customer. So in order to find out where you can improve upon, I'll give you examples so that it can, let me make it very easy for everybody so that you understand. You have somebody that comes late every day at work. This young man is a good resource. And being a good resource in his organization. He comes late. Instead of coming by 8 o'clock, he comes 10 o'clock. And to solve the problem, we now want to go into the process. What happens every day for him to come to work? We're now asking, when do you wake up? He said 5 o'clock. What do you do? The first thing you do, X1. He said he prays for 60 minutes. What else do you do? You cook. He cooks for 90 minutes. He brushes his teeth for 2 or 5 minutes. That's S3. He or bathes for 20 minutes. That's S4. So there are so many X's that lead to his coming, then complete time to work is it drives to work within 60 minutes. So these are the X's that X1, X2, X2, S3 to XN that brings about the punctuality to work, which is the Y. And that is your service that you give out. So if you want to improve anything within your organization or improve this young man, we can apply the 80-20 rule by looking at the critical X's. What are the critical? He cooks 90 minutes. We can work on these two X's and say, please, can you cook a day before the time? Can you pray while you are in the car? So if we solve all this, you now see this guy coming to work early. Is that not true?
It makes sense.
Uh-huh. So these are the things that you do. You that is a coach and you are in a service industry. Look at, itemize all the outputs of your service. What are those things that goes in? What do you do to come up with this service? You need energy. You need internet. You need different things that you need. maybe even where you go and your office and or things that you need to come up with the service. So these are things that you look at and see how you can process and improve them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We hope the question was addressed. So there's one question here. How do I balance building? So this person is a tech startup founder. How do I balance building the product with building the business side? So sales, operations, and marketing. The product, I believe, is the software or the app.
He said, how can he do what?
Balance it.
How can you manage it?
Yeah, to balance
Okay.
both. Yeah.
Okay. What I always tell people about uh, even owning a business, first of all, is for your products to come out is like first of all, like all these you know, how do I put it? Like an architectural work. So each and every of these departments that you have, we said that what each and every of these department does is to go into there's an operation. They do operational work, and those operational work runs with processes. Each have one thing or the other that they do. The processes runs and becomes the operation. And each of them have a handshake. The output of each department is an input for the other department. And the other department, everything works together to now bring out, to come out with the output, which is either the software or whatever that you have. So you can, when you know what goes into the different departments, you'll be able to know how to balance them uh, and know which one that is maybe leading to your, if there's any problem, what is bringing about the root cause of a delay in sending out this software to your external customer and all that. If actually this was, if this is the what his question is all about. But these are the things that you must understand concerning the different departments that you have and understand what goes into each of the departments and making sure that none works in silos. You know, if your organization doesn't work in silos, if each and every of these department works as a team, you'll be able to now optimize and know that what comes out to the external customer is that software or hardware that you're giving out to them, and everybody works to make sure that things balances in the right way and gets to the customer right on time as you people promised.
Awesome. Thank you. And I think the final question before we end the masterclass for me would be, what do you think, Mr. Patrick, is the simplest way to go about building standard operating procedures in small businesses?
Okay, to do that, first of all, the simplest way, you must first of all understand uh, who is working in the process. Okay, you must have uh, what do they call it? Everybody will have to, you must have a team norming and storming sessions. Then you now come up with a standardized way of operating. You understand? That your SOP, you now draw it based on best practice, what is actually, what is obtainable, and what is also unique that can be practiced within your own organization. That's the best way to do it.
Okay, thank you very much. That makes absolute sense. And with that question, we're going to round up this session. Thank you so much for your time. We hope that we will have you on another time in the future someday. Thank you everyone for attending and take care and bye-bye.
Thank you.